base. We'll start Lamed Aleph, Amud Aleph, 4 lines from the bottom to 2 dots. How many great halachos we can learn out from the Psukim by Chana. Chana was mispal to Hashem for a child. She didn't have a child for many years, and she davened to Hashem, and from her davening we can learn out many halachos of tefillah. Chana was Madaras Aliba. She spoke on her heart, on the manners of her heart. We learn from here that a person who davens has to have kavanas alev. You have to have the proper kavana, the proper intent, the proper frame of mind. Raks, if there's noise, mikan and mispal sheyachtak b'sos. We learn out here that when you daven, your lips have to express the words. It's not enough to just look at the words, read the words, look at the words. You have to express it with your lips. Her voice could not be heard. People could not hear her, meaning she davened, she spoke the words, but quietly, and nobody could hear it. That's the way you have to daven. You do not daven out loud. Eli thought that she was a shikera, that she was intoxicated. She was moving her lips, but there was no sound coming up. Mikan, shishikar also is power. So what's the point of saying that he thought she was intoxicated? Meaning, if she was intoxicated, how could she daven? From here you see that a shikar, it's also to daven. He said, how long are you engaged in this practice? You see from here that if you witness something that's not proper, and your friend, you have to admonish him, you have to give him mussar. She said, no, my master. You're not a master in this matter. And in this, you don't have Ruach HaKodesh. Because you suspect me with something in this matter which is not true. Aren't you a master? Don't you have Ruach HaKodesh? You should know that I am not intoxicated. You should have been judged me favorably, the kav schus, and not chayva, but you did the opposite. Don't you know that I have bitterness in my soul? I didn't drink. So from here you see that if a person is suspected of something which is not true, you have to clear up your name. You have to inform and clear up your name and tell the person that it's not true. Don't assume and treat me as a person who's a bas blial that shakes off the yoke of heaven. Because if this would have been true, that what you suspect me of, it would have been a blial, it would have been removing the yoke. One who is shikar and davens, it's like Zovid Avodah Zorah. Person Zovid Zorah is he is praying to something which is not an aleika, and someone who is shikar doesn't know who he's davening to, is all confused, and he doesn't know that he's davening to the Rebbeinu Shalom. So how do we learn this out? Just like in the context over there, it's talking about Avodah Zorah. It's talking about being Avodah Zorah. Avkan Avodah Zorah. So he told her, he accepted, and he said, you see from here that if you suspect somebody with something which is not true, so you have to appease him. An appeasement. You have to give him a bracha, and the Rebbeinu should grant your wishes. So Chana made a neder instead of a Hashem Tzvaka, so she started it off using that lashon of Hashem Tzvakas. From the time that HaKadosh Baruch Hu created the world, she was the first person. The Torah refers to the Rebbeinu Shalom as Tzvakos, but she was the first person to refer Hashem, Kadosh Baruch Hu, Tzvakos, the master of legions. She said as follows: we created we created in the world all of the constellations, all who serve you. You created all this, all the universe. And it's so difficult for one child. I'm just asking for one child. It's a marshal for a king, human king. He made a feast, a grand feast. So the king made it for his servants and his friends. A poor person comes and he stands on the door and he's begging. And he's begging for some food. Give me one piece of bread. And they didn't pay any attention. He pushed his way through to the king. My master the king. He made this whole feast, this whole grand feast. One piece of bread, that's all I'm asking for. That's so difficult for you. Here. If you look at my situation, if you answer me, then fine and good. If not, you'll see what will happen. I will go and seclude myself with another man before Elkanah, my husband. So this is referring to the parish of Saita. A woman who secludes herself with another man, her husband accuses her of being unfaithful. If she went and secluded herself with another man, we don't know if she was Mizana or not. If she was warned and she did that, we don't know if she was Mizana, so she's taken up to the Beis HaMikdash. They give her the waters of the Saita, the waters that were the parsha of the Saita was put into those waters, and she's given to drink. And if she taka was Mizana, if she was not unfaithful, then she dies a grotesque death. If she was faithful, she is given a bracha. So Chana said, if you don't bless me with a child, I will go seclude myself with another man. Then my husband will take me up to the Beis HaMikdash. They'll give me the waters to drink for the Saita. And of course, she was faithful. And then she would have been blessed, and she would have been blessed with a child. So she said, if you answer my tefillah and give me a child, fine. But if not, I will use this method and you'll give me a child in any event. So what did she say? So if you find mutavim loved here, I'll go and seclude myself with another man. Then my husband Elkanah will give me the waters of the Saita to drink. You're not going to make your Torah to be not truthful. Shenemar, and Ben Torah said, "V'niksav in Israel." Says the Niksav in Israel. So the one she was at the end faithful, she will be blessed with a child. So that's what she said in her tefillah to, therefore, beg the Rebbeinu Shalom for a child, because she said, you will give me a child in any event. So that's true according to the Mandam, who says by the site that which she's blessed with, the bracha is that if she couldn't have children, she'll have children. But El Mandam, I say, you let us B'tzar, you let us B'rev, you let us Chamish Chaim, you let us Levanim, Sorim, you let us Aruchi, Michael, but according to the other Mandam, that's not what happens. According to the bracha is, if she was giving birth with B'tzar, with difficulty and pain, she'll be easy. If she'll have only girls, she'll also have boys. If she'll have beautiful children and tall children. Michael and Maim the Sanya, because we've learned the Brisa, and it's Razara, Malamichi, Maisakara, Nivkedas, the very small. So, according to very small, the bracha is that she'll have children. Later, it says, then what will happen is the ones who couldn't have children, they will all they'll go and seclude themselves with other men. And the one who was who was secluded with another man and was not mizana, she'll have a child. So you're going to say that the one that is secluded with another man, a woman that's secluded with another man, she should be blessed. The ones who are tsunuas and are not secluded with another man, they are not blessed with the child, but after the one that's a prutza, that will be. So he says it's not like you're saying that she'll bless with the child. She'll bless that him shaisi let us berev. So according to him, according to this pshat, according to Rabbi Kiva, according to him, it's Dibur Torah Lashon De'adam. We don't darshan anything. It's just a manner of speaking. It's just expression. In her tefillah, she says Amasecha 3 times. Why are these 3 lashonos of Amasecha? Amar Rabbi Yosi Bar Chanina Gimel Amos Zalal Amra Chana De'Garish Baruch Hu B'Nei Shalaylam Shleisha Bit Kemitza Baras V'ish. You have created 3 things that examine a woman if she should live or not. Or 3 things that attach to a woman, and if she's not worthy, it will cause her death. If she's not careful in the locus of Nida, or in the house Chalagar, or Shabbos left. Was I over on one of them? I wasn't over on any one of them. So therefore, I should not be punished in this manner. I should have a child. What does it mean, zera anoshim? Amarav guvra beguvin. It means a great person that is distinguished among other people. Ushmul amar zera shemoishach shnei anoshim. It means a child that will be moishach from Melucha, for anoint for the Melucha, to great people. Man in Hushal v'Dovid. That Shmuel, her son, Shmuel, was moishach for Melucha, Dovid, and Shaul. It's someone who is on a scale is as great as equivalent of 2 anoshim. Umaninu Moshe v'Aaron. Should never Moshe v'Aaron b'kayan. Avu Shmuel look how Shmuel. Rabbanan Amar Zera Anoshim Zera Shemuv Loim Ben Anoshim. It's a child that is movable Ben Anoshim, doesn't stick out, doesn't have physical appearances or other qualities that make him stick out, and as Rashi said, that would cause ayin hara. Ki also Rabbi Mamar Loyarch Lagus, meaning that Loyarch Lag not tall too short, Loy Kotam, Loy Ilem, Loy Tzachar, Loy Gichar, Loy Chacham, Loy Tipesh. So, in terms of his height, in terms of his complexion, in terms of his weight, and all of these matters, he is like everybody else, or he's not even in terms of Chacham, he doesn't stick out as being more brilliant than other people, or more foolish, average. So there's no ayin hara. He doesn't stand out, and there's no ayin hara. She said, "Ani ha'ish So she said, "I am the woman that was standing." Ani ha'ish Chana, after her tefillah, she went home. She gave birth to Shmuel. Then she came back to the Beis Hamikdash. to be makar karbonos, to give sheva chaydah to the Rebbeinu Shalom. So she said that I am the woman Hanitzeves. I was the one who stood next to you. I stood with you. I stood in this place with you. You learn out from here that it's also to stand within Arba Amas of someone who's davening. Within Arba Amas, someone who's davening, it's also to stand. And we were standing together. Together with you. We were together, meaning we were within Dalet Amas to see each other. We were within the same place. We were in the same place, and we were both standing. So you see that if you're in Dalet Amas of a mispalel, Chana was a mispalel, and we were both standing. You can't sit within the Dalet Amas of someone who is davening. Elanar hazeh hispalalti. She said, I daven for this child. What does she mean when she said, I daven for this child? We'll see what she meant to say for this child. Shmuel was Meir Halach. He paskined in front of his master, and therefore he was Chayiv Misa. they shechted the par for the korban, and they brought the nar to Eli. So Mishum Devishlu is a par nar el Eli. What's the connection? Just because they shechted the par, why did they bring Shmuel to Eli? Ella Amar Lem Eli Kiru Kohen Eli Sevelish. Rather, the reason is because Eli said, "Go look for a kohen to do the shchita to shech the korban." So Shmuel saw they were searching around for a kohen to do the shchita. Why do you have to search for a kohen? You don't need a kohen for the shchita. You can do shaft. The shchita, even a korban, can be done with a non-kohen. I saw coming to Eli, so they brought Shmuel in front of Eli. Amar Leim and Halacha. How do you know that? Amar Leim miksi v'shachar hakohen. It doesn't say v'shachar hakohen. Ve'ikrivu hakohen. When it says an emphasis on the kohen, when the emphasis on the kohen is ve'ikrivu, when you have to do the zrikas hadam, mikabola ve'elach, when you makabel the dam from the time of Kabbalah, and then it has to be brought to the mizbech mikabola ve'elach mitzvah b'kehuna. That mitzvah kahuna starts only with the avoid of the dam. Mikan shchita shikshar bazar, but shchita, which is not avoid with the dam, with the blood, is shikshar with the zar. Omar le meimashapir comrade Eli said to Shmuel, "You're tiny good. You're saying good. That's correct. You were correct. However, miyamar halach if they ramchad, but you're passing in front of your master. V'chol amayr halach if they ramach chayiv misa. But for that, you're chayiv misa." So Chana came out crying. She said, I am the woman who stood with you and davened for this child. So Eli said to her, I have to punish him. But don't worry, I'll daven for you and I'll give you a child who's even better than this one. She said to him, no. El Hanar Hazeh his balalti. I'm daven specifically for this child. This is the child I daven for. I don't want anyone else. It says Chana was medaber saliba in her heart. We're going back now in her tefillah when she davened for Shmuel for the child. On the manners of her heart. What does that mean? She said, you created a woman, nothing was for no purpose. You created eyes to see. Eyes were created to see. You created ears to hear. A mouth to speak, hands to work, a nose to smell, and feet to walk with them, and you created the dadim, the chest, to nurse with them. What is the purpose of not for a child? So give me a child and I will nurse him. Now, the next section is out of context a little bit. It's another memra of Rav Yossi. Of a person fasts on Shabbos. Rashi explains fasting on Shabbos is very difficult because everyone is engaged in eating and drinking. It's a time of tanug. He has to forego all these tanugim and he fasts. Fasts for tshuva. Tesa says a time is haloim. It's so over there, it's such a difficult fast. The reward for that is even if he had a punishment, a gzardin, that was supposed to be for 70 years, it's torn up and he's forgiven. But he has this avera of not partaking in Einik Shabbos, fasting on Shabbos. Now he has to now do tshuva for that avera for not eating on Shabbos. What is 8? So what should he do? He has to fast for fasting for the avera of fasting on Shabbos. He has to fast again another fast during the week.